What is that?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Man, it's a lovely day out on the beach right now. Whose idea was it for us to get out on the beach today?
Between Lola and I.
I actually enjoy this. Is the beach is a great way to actually really stay present. Like, because even though there's a lot of people here, just the nature of the beach, you can do a lot of things to get your mind back present. For instance, I am in works of this little painting here. I'm doing 4 different styles. I did two frogs in one way, and I'm sketching one and painting another one, and we'll see what happens. But I was thinking about the fact that I had work later, then I was just like, you know what, I need to be present. So I thought about that ahead of time, and I said, let me just bring my art. It's aligned with who I am. It's aligned with what I want to do. It's aligned with the piece of the day. It's aligned with letting go. I can do it if I want to, or I don't have to.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Anyway,
Love it.
what's on your mind today?
So for me, I already knew that, we were going to be coming to the beach and the weather was gorgeous, as you can see in the background. Beautiful blue skies. It's hot, even if it's March, but it's still toasty out here. And yeah, I woke up with gratitude and just realized, like every day, that you set the tone for your day. So despite things that you experienced yesterday or the week before or in the current moment, you still can have the authority to choose joy, and to make the best of whatever it is that you're experiencing and going through.
I have a question for you. How do you actually, because I noticed that when you get up, you're usually in a really positive space. What's going through your mind at that time? Like, how do you get yourself there so fast? Whereas, like, for me, I'll wake up and it'll take me like a little bit, and then I'll realize once my mind is going in one direction, I gotta go, because I remember if I don't stop those thoughts, that's how my day's going to be. But I want to know how you get in that zone so quick.
So it's a great question. It's taken time for that to happen, actually. When I think about in my younger years, I was an overthinker too. I still am. I have the tendency to be. But now I'm so aware of that I realize that I'm only going to spiral and be the one to suffer that, right? So, like, since I know that, I feel like having that control is what really allows me to move through it quicker. Now, it's not to say that I do that with everything, because there are specific things that really weigh on me, and they are a lot more difficult for me to get over. And they will put me in a mood, and I will feel either, not spunky and energetic. I can feel a little, sad or lethargic or down, but for the most part, I guess it's just the optimism. It's just realizing that having your health, having a place to live, your safety, you have food in your refrigerator, you have your transportation, and being able to have those things and just maintaining that, and knowing that at any given time those things can be taken away or lost, and just really appreciating it, and doing everything in your power and in your control of keeping those things, not for possession, but in terms of maintaining them, so that way you don't lose them or they don't get taken away from you. And it's not to say that things can't get taken away from you, even if you do your best, because there's just some things that are outside of our control. But everything that is within your control, you have a much better probability of dictating it to go your way, you know? And that's just the mindset that I've adapted over this time. So I guess I just do it often. I just do it every day. And then I have 2 daughters, right? So I need to be an example for them. And I know how it felt growing up, you know, and my mother, she did her best. And I had a pretty decent childhood. So it's just taking all of that and bringing it forward and saying, hey, do I want to feel ill and sick in my body? Do I want to have pains and headaches and all these things? Because our emotions, they harbor inside of us. So then you'll actually have a physical manifestation of the stuff you're carrying.
Wait, I'm curious. Like, so full transparency moment. If you feel like sharing, so what is something that would you would wake up and feel sad about? So.
That's a good question. What would make me feel sad about?
Like, I know you have ways of getting through that, but like, why are you sad?
Well, anything that I love and care about. So if anything were to happen to someone that I love and care about that's close to me, you know, that could make me feel a kind of way. If something that happened to myself, you know, that would make me feel some kind of way.
So that wakes you up sad?
Like, those things. If I'm experiencing,
like, give me an example of like what?
Go ahead.
When you're sad, like, it's something that you feel like sharing, that when you wake up you're like, oh, I'm kind of sad, and then you might have to go through those.
Oh, like something
processes.
that has already happened that I've already experienced, and that, like, remembering it. Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking. Okay, so that's something that would make you sad in the morning.
I mean,
sometimes, like,
if I really dwelled on something and I allowed it to bother me, then it could, because I'm still the one allowing it. So, like, that's the thing. I had to understand and realize that I'm the one that's in charge of my emotions. But it doesn't excuse or mean that the behavior of someone else or the outcome of something else isn't the reason. No, it's just that you just get better over time at, like, shutting that thinking mind off and saying, okay, like, get out of your head, stop, like, you're just going in circles. Because we can do that, but then we waste our day. So then next thing you know, an hour goes by, then 3 hours go by, then it's lunchtime, then it's evening, and you're like,
let me tell you one thing she's really good at. So that right there, like, that's what usually snaps me out of a moment or an episode faster, is when she goes, just woke up, you're gonna be upset. If you're gonna be upset the whole day, then the whole day passes, and then you look at it, it's evening time, and you just upset the whole day. And sometimes, at first when I heard that, I'll be like, okay, whatever. And then I started, when you're more present, you're like, yo, the days do go by faster when you're present. Like, you slow them down, but like, you enjoy them more. So it's like, yo, when you start to realize that the days go by fast, and then you waste it. So that's a big thing. Like, so thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome. And that's something that I had to learn too. Like, this is not just me waking up and just getting it in one day or a week or a year. Like, this is years of, like, really practicing and just doing over and over and over again. And you know, it definitely is not something that it comes easy, but it can. Like, everything doesn't have to be difficult or hard. It's really, it's mindset. It's like, what do you want? Like, what's important to you? And if you want to feel good and you make feeling good a priority, then you will. That's the magic about it. You will. And it doesn't matter about what's around you or, like, what you're going through, because you're still it's like a cell, right? Like a shape of a circle. So your cells are a circle, and then the nucleus is at the center of the cell. You are the nucleus, the mitochondria of your cell, right? So, like, people can say whatever they want. They can say, oh, this is fake, or you're too happy, or too joyful, or whatever it is, but you're still the one experiencing your life. Like, it's still your experience. So if you know that it's your experience, why would you intentionally want to not feel good and intentionally hurt yourself when you're the one that's going to feel all of that effect? No one else is feeling it.
And let me tell you, that's it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, you are in charge of the way you feel. So if you don't like the way you feel, You gotta try to look at it that way. Like, I want to feel good. So when I'm not feeling good, I know that I have the power within me to feel good. And that's all. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate
Most
that.
welcome. Thank you.
I'm gonna paint.